Welcome back to our beginner guide. Enjoy.
So as we get ready for the Moose Goose, we're going to prepare a few things. Now, we have our hand bat. Our hand bat is already stale. So where do we get ourselves a new hand bat? Our little pig friends. That's why we keep them there, so we can turn them into werepigs whenever we want to get ourselves a quick hand bat. We're all ready for summertime, so we don't even have to worry about anything. We can just lean back, do whatever the heck we want for summertime because we're ready to go. We're missing something though. I don't know what we're missing, but I can tell that you're curious. What are we gonna do during summertime? A lot of people ask the question, should I live upstairs? Should I live above ground, or should I go in the caves? So what are we missing in the caves? We're missing a little base in the cave, something where we can go, we can hang out, and we can get ready for. So from now until the beginning of summer, we're going to get ourselves ready with a small, tiny, nothing major, nothing large, a tiny little base. Potentially something with one ice box. We don't need a flingo. Remember, in the caves, there is no such thing as fire spreading. Fire will spread, but there's no such thing as overheating in the cave. So you're not going to have to worry about that. So Flingomatic is off our list. And there we go. We have enough. We have enough for a little bit more pierogies, but I'm not going to waste all the resources on making like 35 pierogies here. So if you had enough, just like we did here, you should have a stack, potentially 15 pierogies. You combine it with those. Now we can split them with our friends that are in the game. Get ready for the big fight tomorrow. Let's put it in here. Now they're nice and cool. We have a stack of grass, which we do not need. So let's take those out of here. And let's see. This is why we make extra chests, because we have so much here that we have literally nothing. We have no room for them anymore. So that's good. Okay. So we got to get a fresh hand bat tomorrow. So that's why I didn't want to cook all those. So we got our cooked meat. I think we have a little bit extra here. Yes, we do. We're gonna have to go monster meat hunting there shortly, I think, as we're coming close to losing all that stuff. So in the morning, we're gonna get ourselves a fresh hand bat. I don't need to keep this spear on me anymore, as I said before. We have our logs, which are gonna come in handy here in a minute. Let's see if we have any extra logs here. I don't think we do, but we should be fine with just us two doing this anyways. Let's equip our helmet. Grab some of the grass that I actually just put in, and let's make ourselves some log suits. All right, getting ourselves ready for battle. Now, this entire time that I've been using the utilities on the ground, and you're like, why did you keep making new things if you have a shovel in your backpack? Like, why would you do that? Well, the reason why is because I always said before, you always want to have utility on you in case you need it, right? Like, you don't always want to use this stuff and then eventually one day be running around going, well, I need to mine rocks. I have no rocks on me right now, and you're kind of stuck in a bind. So that's why I always leave these alone. I don't use them, especially if I have stuff in base. Why not use the stuff that is littering the base anyways, and then, go from there. Okay, so we got our 1, 2, 3. Let's keep making more. Let's use all, but I always like to leave minimum 8 logs in my inventory at all time, specifically for making an emergency log suit. So if you are making log suits right now, try not to go over the 8. And so let's make, I think I have an extra log on the ground too. I think I saw some. There's one. Was there an extra log on the ground? Oh, maybe there wasn't. Okay. And let's grab the log suit that's on the ground as well too. So I accidentally made 2 extra rope, but that's okay. We can put it over here for later on. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 log suits. One of them is actually already used. We're going to split this with our friend. We're going to leave these log suits alone, but they're there for emergency if you need them. And we're going to go have a friendly conversation with the pigs over here. Hello, pig. Time to turn you into a werepig again. If you can help it, you have a friend with Abigail, or if you have a friend that's willing to tank it up for you so you don't have to use the log suit, which that's what we're going to do with Abigail right here. Abigail's going to go over there and take care of that werepig for us so we don't have to do it. And sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll stun lock it as well too. Doesn't have much HP, remember. There we go. Now we got ourselves a nice new fresh hand bat. We'll take the other old hand bat. I'm actually going to put it in the fridge. The only reason why I'm going to do that is just in case I need like a stale one just for messing around, and why not, right? It's probably going to last me another few days, so let's just keep it there. Okay, here we go. Now, my sanity is not doing too well right now. I'm not going to worry about it too much, but for the sake of yourself, I would actually consider putting your sanity up, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up fighting, and anytime you fight a boss, what happens? Your sanity drops. So I've actually kind of skipped over a step that I wanted to remind you guys of, and that was going to get yourself cactus. So if you have not done so and you don't have green caps like I did, I would suggest running over there real fast, grab some cactus, and we're gonna do that in the morning once we're done fighting this moose goose. All right, let's head over there. It's time to fight this moose goose once and for all. So let's go over there right now. We got our Ibrella that is once again starting to diminish even further. So we're gonna want to make sure that we keep that. We're going to want to make sure that we keep that that sewing kit aside, so that way we can use it in the future again. But see, and there you go. Kiri just got hit by lightning. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. So that's why it's always nice to have. It's always nice to. I think if we go through, is it this portal? It brings us to the. Yeah, let's go through this portal real quick. It's always good to be within lightning range. Lightning rod range, so that way you don't get hit by that. But it doesn't really do too much damage. If you're playing WX though, you really want to get hit by lightning. WX is one of the only characters, because he's a robot, when he gets hit by lightning, he'll zoom around and make himself go faster, and also give him a bunch of other perks as well too. If you are playing WX, you might be on the other side of the other side there that enjoys getting hit by lightning. Okay, so as you can see, there's plenty of beasts around here. I messed up real big, and I actually forgot my pierogies, but that's okay. They're still in the fridge. I'm not going to walk all the way back there for right now, because right now our major concern is clearing out this area from all these frogs and all these bees before it happens. Let's drop our log suits for our friends. Let's equip our log suits, and let's be careful about what's going to happen here. We're lucky that we have Abigail here, able to kill all these frogs and everything else that's attacking, because all in all, if you did not have Abigail right now, this would be a tough thing to counter. Now, here we go. What do we have? We have Frog Rain. Of course, as soon as we go to attack a boss, we end up with Frog Rain. One of the worst things to happen in Don't Starve Together during springtime for you. So go ahead and take your twigs, as we showed you before. Equip something that has a lot of stuff. For example, twigs, grass. That way if you get hit by a frog, you don't drop all of your resources. You only drop whatever is in the first inventory spot, and get hidden. This is a lots and lots of frog legs again, which we just got rid of. So the game must have known that we were running low on meat and decided, hey, why don't we give you a little bit more resources here. Frog Rain can last for quite a while, and it also could be a way of So now we're gonna have some twigs spreading around there. Oh, careful, our logs. There we go. Also will be a way of potentially fighting bosses as well too. And you're like, what do you mean fighting bosses with frogs? So if you were to take a bunch of frogs, so we have Moose Goose over here. I'm gonna run over here, and I'm gonna take this Moose Goose and see if I can get really lucky and have it attack one of these frogs. I don't think I'm gonna run away to the point where I'm off screen. We're gonna see what happens here. Frogs gotta stop chasing me, and there they go. Look at them go back. See, now they're attacking the frogs. There we go. Okay, so it's exactly what I wanted it to happen. So the Moose Goose, instead of us attacking it, is now attacking frogs, which is the worst thing for the Moose Goose because it's Frog Rain. And so every time a frog drops from the sky, it's now going to attack the Moose Goose. And a lot of frogs can do a lot of damage. It also can help you clear frogs if you're struggling as well too. So as you can see right now, you know, if we were struggling there and the Moose Goose was around, it would actually save us than cause havoc. So we're over here and we're just gonna watch this little battle go down between these two as they fight each other. And I would stay a little bit away. You don't want to distract the frogs. You don't want to distract the Moose Goose or try to go in there and help the frogs attack because, you know, little enemies like that have a mind of their own. So they'll kind of do their own thing. So you don't want to do that. So now it's nice that the frogs kind of had a little bit of a. Oh, thank you for some healings. Thank you, Kiri. Give us a little bit of healing as well too. So butterflies will do just fine. But if you actually did go out and get pierogies, like I completely missed, then you are a step ahead because I must have just missed my brain there temporarily. So I've completely forgot about them there. Let's wait till this frog is done killing it, and then we can jump in. I'm gonna use one of my campfires that I had on standby. Once again, if you don't have a campfire, you can go ahead and make one. let's do this. Here we go. Gonna go in. We're gonna fight this guy now. Just like anything else, the Moose Goose has its own way of attacking you, and it'll hit you directly. There are ways of countering it by hitting a few times and then backing away, just like the Deer Clops. But if you don't want to do that, you can also tank it up if you have those pierogies on you, like we showed you before. Moose Goose doesn't have too much HP, so it's not too much to actually kill it. As long as you have a full handbat and you have adequate amount of healing, you should be perfectly fine. I don't advise tanking if you don't have anybody helping you. It'd be better to learn the patterns. We got lucky because we had Abigail helping us there. So let's lean back a little bit, heal up a little bit, fill up our campfire so we have a little bit more light there. Get back in there. And the Moose Goose has 2 attack modes. It has a hitting and it has like a growl at you. And when it growls, it forces your item out of your hand, and there you go. It's nice and dead. Okay, what do we get from the Moose Goose? Anything exciting? Nothing really, honestly. You get down feathers, which are good for putting out fires, which we can show you there in a little bit once summertime hits. But overall, it's just for good meat, and just more so for keeping stuff outside of your base. If you have Moose Goose around you, sometimes, and I will show you here real quick before we end this little video here. If you've made your base and you've noticed that you have a lot of these around you, you're going to want to relocate as fast as you can. The biggest problem is that if you accidentally made a base near a Moose Goose territory and there's 3 of them, you can sometimes end up in an area called basically like a Moose Goose set piece. And set pieces are randomly generated around the map, and if you end up with one of those, you're gonna have a very hard time because multiple Moose Goose are gonna spawn there, and you're gonna also end up with the Moose Goose babies. So when the Moose Goose is finished, and then there's usually eggs that are here, and they'll actually hatch into the Moose Goose's babies, which are even worse than the Moose Goose itself. So that's why if you end up seeing those anywhere and you can't get away from them, I would really advise moving. If you're already living near one and you can't escape from it, I would try to advise making sure that it's somewhat off screen. A lot of the enemies in Don't Starve Together will not try to attack you if they're not visible within range, and that includes things like shadow creatures as well too. So if you ever find yourself being chased down by a shadow creature and you want to jump into a tent to regain your sanity, and you can't because every time you hit the tent and says there's enemies close by, I cannot do this, you want to make sure that if you zoom in all the way and the shadow creature is off the screen, you can instantly get inside of the tent. So another little quick tip. But there you have it, day 54, 2 days until summer hits. Oy, we're getting so close. Oh man, oh man, oh man. We killed the Moose Goose. That's a plus side. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and stay tuned because we're about to hit summertime, which is one of the hardest seasons to get through. So I'm super excited to pass through summertime with all of you guys. Once again, I stream twice a day on Twitch TV. I'm going to be attempting to do more and more tutorials for you guys for Don't Starve Together. Once again, these are unedited, uncut videos. So if you want to watch step by step, feel free to hang out with us every step of the way. Thank you so much. I stream twice a day, every single day, 3:30 till 6:30, and again at 10:30 till 1 o'clock in the morning. So hope to see you guys in the next video with us. Don't forget to like and share, and also subscribe on YouTube if you didn't get a chance to. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.